I'm not in any way trying to show you this clip. Bambi, 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 come here. Bambi, come on. Bambi. Just want to just show you. I mean, she started the MVP now. You can see all her ribs. You know, they milked her dry basically. So I want to show you the before and after. So you can see the state of her coat. You know, she's losing hair. Just you know, just in a very bad state. So she will start the weight gainer, and it'll be interesting to see how that works. This is a real test. You know, she's already been on it for a couple of days. I got to say she was a lot worse, but you know, she is still in pretty bad shape. You know, look at the condition. So we will see what happens. Yo peeps, what's up, what's up, what's up? Just wanted to sort of talk to you a little bit more about this weight gainer. The product just continues to amaze me, and I'm going to show you clips of the dogs shortly, and you'll tell me what you think. The future star for the puppies is in customs, and hopefully should be landed sometime this week. This coming week, I hope. So this is Iams. So a bowl like this is what I give my dogs once a day only. Yeah, once a day only. And then now, this is the weight gainer and the muscle builder. I mean, obviously, first of all, if you're trying to bulk up your dog, you bulk up your dog with this. And you also add the muscle builder, as I take them out in the bike that's in there. I don't know if you can see that, you know. And the results have been fantastic. It's so simple. Basically what you just do is you take bear with me. Well, it should be, I've only got one hand, a full scoop of that, and this is the actual muscle builder, and you just put it across over the food like that. And if you look at the powder, you just take a full scoop just like so and just spread it once a day, and that's it. That's all you do. You can just mix it into the food or leave it like that. They love the taste of it, and the results are fantastic. So when you're walking your dog and your dog's running, it really helps them to build really good muscle, and you'll start to see. I've done a little experiment with Bambi. I mean, she was ruined by the pups, and now, you know, she's starting to put on really good weight, and it's real weight. It's not just fattening the dog up and just making the dog look, you know, rotund. I'm talking about, you know, building true muscle, you know, and viable fat and body mass, BMI index, that can be converted into muscle. This is what this stuff. Anybody can fatten a dog up, you know. We're talking about getting the dog into the best physical shape that particular dog can be in. And you'll see it across with the shepherds, and you'll see it with the bully cutters. It's great stuff. Great stuff. It was interesting, and Superstar brother. You know, I'm not taking a swipe at all because you're a good friend. But the reason I'm talking about this is about our conversation and the fact that from a friend, that statement was made, and I just wanted to. You didn't realize how much that touched me. You know, when me and Superstar were having a talk about he owns bison, and we're always chatting on occasion. You know, we become quite good friends. And he goes to me, he goes that his dog is doing really well. It's really tall, and I said, look, you know, get your dog on MVP, and he goes, is that just like a gimmicky type of thing? And I just flowed with it. But it took me back a little bit because what I do means the world to me, and that's why sometimes I get so emotional. And you know, some people say maybe I've overreacted, and maybe sometimes there is an element of that. And the reason I bring that particular scenario up is purely because if I'm recommending something to you, I swear to you, you know, this is my future. You know, there's a lot of things I can do, you know, but this is really what I want for my future, to be able to recommend products, you know, to the general public, and you know, to be able to resolve certain conditions that their dogs may have. So I say again, with my hand on my heart, that when I personally recommend, you know, a product, I assure you that what I'm telling you that product does is exactly what it does. You don't even ever need to doubt that. And you know, the cynics will say, well, okay, yes, it's for the financial return. Okay, you know, Jamie Oliver can give you some great cooking tips. It's not for free, and you know, you enjoy the meal, you know. And you know, Floyd for me would be an ultimate cook, and you know, I'd buy his books, and you know, I contribute to his life, because I think he deserves it. Well, I mean, unfortunately he's passed. That's what I do, and I'm not trying to say that I'm the Jamie Oliver of the dog world. What I'm trying to say to you is, what I'm trying to clear up is that in case there is that mindset that, you know, I could just recommend something just because of a buck, please, 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 pretty please, realize that that is not the case. So help me God. It's a stupid and shallow and thoughtless thing to do, with all the effort that I've put into raising awareness of Pooch DVD, for me now to bastardize and destroy the fabric of belief. I mean, so many people are subscribing. Why would I then make recommendations? I mean, there are times that there are products I will find, or even now companies do email me products, which is quite nice, you know, because of the profile for Pooch DVD that's getting so strong. And yeah, they will try it on with me, but I will use the product, and when it's shit, you will never hear of it from me, never. So anyway, that closed that chapter. Now, it's not always that I will have available products on my website that I think will be the best. System, I keep talking about this. Unfortunately, I'm not licensed yet to sell it. I look forward to being licensed to sell it. A great wormer, and I just wanted to sort of, you know, talk to, you know, potential, you know, puppy owners and any breed owner, just the importance. Don't overlook worming. This is, I think, is as effective as Dron Tool, but considerably cheaper. You've got various type of tablets. I'm using the XL, and you know, you can see half XL alone does 17.5 kg. You know, so for me, 2 XL is enough for a dog like Abu, you know, which is like 6 pounds or something. If that was Dron Tool, off the top of my head, that would be like 16 pound or 18 pound. So it's very, very good, very effective. You can start using, you know, the smaller tablets on half of that on a 3.5 kg puppy. I mean, I use Panicure on my puppies, and I would continue to use Panicure until 12 weeks old. You know, a little bit old-fashioned maybe, and I'm just so confident, you know, with Panicure, you know, that it's a tradition for me. System, if it was liquid, I may start using that, you know, for the pups as well. But certainly for my adult dogs, that's what I would recommend 100%. Thorny ear powder. Puppy buyers in the next couple of, I would say in the next sort of 6-7 weeks, you want to start using this in the ears. I've washed all my dogs today, so I'm going to be using it, and it's brilliant. I keep telling you about it. You get it from the website, worldwide shipping. Honestly, again, hand on my heart, you know, I tell you no lie. Every single person, you know, that has used it has told me how amazing the results are. And it's not just for dogs, rabbits, cats, horses, you know, any animal. So now, toys and the importance of toys and entertainment, especially in a semi-kennel environment. And you know, you got these lovely type of toys. You got these like bones. I mean, obviously, you know, you can pick up bones and stuff from the butchers. I mean, all I'd say about sort of bones from the butchers is that you just need to be aware that those bones attract a lot of flies as well. They're brilliant, they're natural, you know, but just if your dog isn't finishing it, that type of bone will attract a lot of attention, and potentially, you know, if you don't take care of the area. And I've gone to some you know, breeders that you know, all this, oh yeah, I'm feeding natural, but you know, all the level of flies, you know, and then the next thing is, you know, I'm getting phone calls, oh Ben, you know, I need to use parvoviricide or super clean, you know, because I've got influenza. So I'm not discouraging, you know, using natural bones, but just clear them up, because they will still, how can I put it, they go up, they will still attract flies quite heavily. And from before you know it, you got some sort of bacterial infection. And the thing about dogs is this: the smelly and the more rotten the bone is, it seems the more interested they are. However, it can lead to illness. That's what I'm saying. So that's that part. Let's have a look at the dogs now and see what you think of what the weight gainer and the muscle builder is doing. Okay. Just to show you very quickly, the Furminator, you know, I mean, I obviously predominantly bull breed, but since having Kido and the Shepherds, they are really, really good. You know, I've started stocking them now. They are so good. You know, they really, really do help take out a lot of the dead coat, undercoat, and you get your dog looking fantastic. So that's just another tip for you. What's this boy? Now this is what's this boy? This is Kido. Oi, quiet. This is Kido. Can you see what condition this dog is in? You know. Can you see what condition this dog is in? Look at his coat. And so the items that you know, this is a sort of supplement that he's given. You know, in absolutely fantastic shape. And you'll see his move. You know, good boy, good boy. You'll see him, he's up now. You can see the muscle structure, the muscle development in this dog. You know, and he's on MVP, weight gainer, and he's not fat. Good boy, what's this? Come on up here. What's this? What's this boy? He's not fat. He just looks absolutely superb. Look at his coat. You know, for a shepherd, he's in absolutely brilliant condition. Fantastic muscle tone. You know, absolutely fantastic muscle tone. MVP, weight gainer and muscle builder. Honestly, this is one of the best products I've ever used as a supplement. You know, it helps with everything. You know, it helps with even their poo is well formed while they're on this. Great stuff. So just that one bowl a day, that's all. You know, athletic looking dog, and the muscle tone is developing. I mean, obviously still a young dog, but yeah, beautiful. So that's, you know, it'll be interesting for you to post and tell me if you can see the differences in the dogs. Now this is Enzo. Very good ball drive with this dog. Huge head. And great movement, you know. The bone is fantastic. His hips are naught, elbows are perfect. And, you know, he's already taken a sleeve. Obedience is very good. You know, these type of shepherds are, you know, really a pleasure to work with. Great ball drive, good substance on him. He's a nice dog. And you know, if anybody's interested in any of these shepherds, just, you know, get in touch with me. They can be supplied part trained or fully trained, both him or Genki. Hip scores, again, like I've said, they're 0-0 hip scores, elbow perfect. Great dogs. Scissor bite perfect. Ball drive brilliant. Attitude with children brilliant. Able to take a sleeve. There's no handler aggression. Will work on slippery surfaces, but not high, you know, heavy drive. He's not over drivey, so he'll go into a, you know, a basic residential home and just add that aspect of you know, protection. You know, good bone, and I think that he'd make a great stud dog as well. So if you're interested, I mean, that's Genki as well. There he is 66 centimeters. I know that's probably slightly taller than, you know, the UK requirement. However, this is how I think they should look. He's 65.5, which is perfect for show and great movement. So yeah, get in touch with me if you're interested, and we will also do training for you if you're interested as well. Okay, so yeah, but the focus is on the condition, and this is Bambi. You know, remember, just 6.5 weeks ago, you know, she had a litter of pups, you know, and she's just starting to look absolutely fantastic again. You know, the thing about the weight gainer, your dog's not going to just look ridiculously rotund. It's just going to put them in great shape, great energy, great strength. You know, so this is the bitch now. And again, she's only on 1 meal. I'm giving no meat because I want to see what the viability of the product is. And I got to tell you, spot on. You know, spot on. You look at that. That's a bitch that had pups just, you know, 6.5 weeks ago, and they were weaned from her just what, two bit week ago. You know, her teeth have gone in nicely. She's just getting in good condition. Good condition. So that's Bambi, and that's how it's worked on her. It's brilliant. Now this is Abu, and just look at the muscle definition that's, you know, developing on this dog. You know, he's not a fat dog. You know, again, the weight gainer, the MVP, is just giving fantastic structure. Come here, boy. Look at his head. You know. So what I'm saying is this: we're not just bulking the dog out; we're creating a beautiful profile on the dog. Look at that. That dog is on 1 meal a day, no joke. The quantity that you've seen with a scoop of the MVP, both weight gainer and muscle builder. Abu! Look at that. I mean, this dog, you know, by the time he's 2.5, will start to understand the quality, the amazing quality of this dog. Can you see the muscle development? Can you see that? I know it's not massively pronounced, but it's still a young dog, and I know in a month or so he'll be looking even better. Good exercise as well, and it gives them better stamina. They can go for longer on the bike. Abu, good boy, good boy. Let's look at his chest. Good boy. And isn't it nice just to see, you know, a shepherd and a bully kutta, you know, side by side with no dramas. MVP weight gainer, MVP muscle builder. Start to use it, money back guarantee. I guarantee you'll get results. Okay, another thing I wanted to sort of talk to you about was, again, I've showed the remote IDT, and I know lots of people are having problems with controlling their dog, with dog aggression. Even the shepherds, I didn't realize, you know, how much potential dog aggression, you know, that the shepherds do have. I mean, it's easier to break quite quickly, and it's a scuffle, not a fight, but it still exists. And I think for a novice home, it could seem daunting. And you know, obviously with the bully kutta, we know the history or the perceived history. I don't think that's a history. I think it's a modern history of the breed, the fighting part, because we all agree on something. We all agree, from all the text I can see, from all the other bully people, that this breed was a hunting breed. And, you know, we all know that back in the day, if you go hunting, you're going to go with more than one dog. Therefore, if back in the day, this dog wanted an out-and-out scrap, they wouldn't be hunting for boar or whatever it is, or whatever game. They'd be killing each other. Because, you know, for the modern stuff kicks off, they kick off big time. I wouldn't say it doesn't retain a strong defensive drive of self-preservation. Some people might say, Ben, that's a diplomatic way of putting it. Well, what I say is this, that we have that lesser dog and greater dog syndrome, which is very true. And Acid, you know, touched on this probably a year ago. I think getting back to the original line of dog, they don't want to have another scrap, especially with dogs that don't matter. You know, a dog that's a challenger, a dog that's an alpha, a greater dog, not a lesser dog, then boom, there could be an issue. Anyway, to cut to the chase, again, I'm touching back on the remote IDT and all those fucking do-gooders that say, it's cruel to the dogs. Well, if you want to know what's cruel to the dogs, you go and look at the stats from the RSPCA, the goddamn RSPCA, and all these other bullshit rescues that we're spending fucking hundreds of thousands and millions donating to them. You want to find out the number of dogs that they're putting to sleep. And I'll tell you what, those dogs probably would not have been handed over to the RSPCA if those people knew just a simple way of resolving certain behaviours. You know, it's so easy to correct bad behaviour with a tool like this, and it's short term. And I'm going to show you something that I think is pretty amazing. And I like others to comment. Maybe I'm in a dream world, but I'm going to show you, you know, the most powerful bull breed, which is the bully kutta, in my opinion. In my opinion, I know others will start saying, no, it's not. It's the burble. It's this. It's the. I think beyond a reasonable doubt, the bully kutta, beyond a reasonable doubt, and I think I'm in a good position to talk, because as many know, I have owned many breeds of dogs. If I haven't owned them, I've worked with, you know, people that have. You talk about it, from the Spanish Mastiff to the Ovcharka to the Burble, you know, to the Elant, to I can't even, pit bulls, Presa Canarios, Cana Corsos. Come on, bring it on. I'm not saying I've seen all breeds, but bring it on. Kangals that everybody sort of screams about. I have to define it now. The bully kutta is by far the I'm not saying it's the best dog in the world. In my opinion, it's it is. In my opinion, you know, at this present time, I think a lot of things that surround it is negative. I think the community around it can be negative. Before I just waffle, talking about the community that surrounds the bully kutta, you know what? It's such a mixed feeling from me. I get people like Masood, who, you know, has imported his own dogs, and we have become real friends. And Masood, you know what, I thank you for your friendship, because, you know, we have really amazing conversations. And, you know, a couple of weeks ago, as many people noticed, as, you know, obviously I had a fallout. You know, he gave me a call, and, you know, we had a real brotherly, there was no black or Asian shit. We were human beings, brothers, having a chat, and it was a fantastic thing. And, you know, there's been great relationships. You know, Acid, you know, as much as people try to instigate shit, you know, great guy. You know, when my dad wasn't well, you know, his emails were, you know, very supportive, and, you know, I could discuss that with him, you know, and I haven't met him, you know, so, you know, it's a shame, on the other hand, that within that same community, and I choose my words very carefully, there are some people out there that you know what, you don't only give the bully kutta a bad rap, you give yourselves a very bad rap. Many people in the dog world wouldn't sell to Asians. And I struggle with this. And I'm going to overlook a lot of things that have happened and just say it's down to, you know, because I've noticed it's the young Asians that, you know, are problematic. You know, and it's funny, you know, when I've talked to my other dog friends and they go, haha, we told you, you know, buying a dog that you've got to deal with Asians is a nightmare, you shouldn't have done it. It's sad. It's very, very sad that even within your own community, I have phone calls from Asians saying don't sell to the Asians, they'll destroy the breed. You know, I cannot and will never use a racial card and discriminate against people. I don't work that way. All I would say to you is this, is that, you know, I think that for those that are being immature about canine ownership, take a minute out and think deeply about what you're doing, you know. Think really, really deeply. You know, the way I'm treating these dogs, is it right? The way I respond to people, is it right? You know, calling someone up at 2 a.m. in the morning, is that a hospitable behavior? So that's all I'm having to say on that issue. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. A lot of narrating today. I'm going to show you something now. So I talk about the most powerful bull breed. You know, the bully kutta, subject to argument. In fact, let's see what happens with this request. If those that think that there are other breeds that are more powerful, we're not talking about fights, I'm talking about overall just strength and athleticism as a bull breed, you know, just gently post what you think is, in the bull breed world, the most, you know, powerful all-round bull breed dog, you know. So let's see. Also, I am going to present you with Kido. I'm not saying he in particular or Abu in particular is the strongest within the breeds, but he's a shepherd, and his breed type within the shepherd group is the hardest lines, the strongest lines. Very, very, very determined. What I'm going to show you is that with a bit of training, using my little bit of knowledge, and I'm not a trainer, I'm just a passionate dog owner, so you could do this, and the remote IDT units, you'll see that they will now play in unison without any concern, and with toys involved, and the collar doesn't need to be used anymore. So I think it's pretty amazing. I hope you think so as well. So, you know, watch this clip and tell me what you think. Abu, come here. Abu. Abu. So you look at these two dogs. There's a toy in the mix here, and we look at Abu. Abu, come here. There is no issue, you know. And these are two males. You know, you've all seen what Kido can do, and we all know, you know, potentially what Abu can do, you know, but they've been trained to accept each other and play. You know, this is fantastic. I'm not telling you can achieve this all the time. I seem to get an understanding of being able to do this. You know, of course you won't do stupid things like, you know, put a big bone, you know, something that they're naturally going to fight for. Abu, come here. Abu. That collar really suits him, you know. When you see this dog like this, you can really start to picture Alexander the Great using these as a war dog, you know. So, you know, I just wanted to show you this, and you know, initially there was, you know, fracas, not so much, I think, fighting per se, but, you know, there was maybe a little bit of rough play, which could have injured Kido. had to cover that place there because of Nutter Bambi. She's been digging like huge holes, you know. So anyway, that's that clip, and I'll also show you a more delicate clip of him with his kids for the first time ever. That's a confidence I have in the way he's been trained now, that I can trust him with anything. Kido, good boy. It's lovely, isn't it? You've seen, some of you may have seen the clips with the Ovchakas playing together. Many people say a dog's crime is down to its owner. I think that's 60% true. I think 40% is down to what the dog was bred for, ultimately. But I think 100% training will resolve many issues. Just look at how well he moves. I tell you what, that muscle builder is fantastic. He's having a little growth spurt as well. So you can see with the weight gain, I'm not overloading him in any way. It's just viable BMI. You know, they become good friends. And I have to film them, both of them pulling me. It's amazing, you know. Kido, you know, on command is a force to reckon with, as we've seen. And yet, nothing. Remote IDT. Say no more. So this is him with his offspring. Of course, you still got to be very careful, you know, and you know they're going to be a little bit scared of him. This is their first time meeting their dad, but it's not about that he would do anything to them. It's just about rough play, you know. But he's so gentle with them, you know. He has so many characteristics that make him a perfect stud dog for the future. You know, he's so kind and so considerate. And you know, they're just afraid of him. He hasn't actually touched them. You know, they're just afraid of him because they've never met him before. But it's a beautiful thing. You know, no growling, no snarls, and there's no collar. There's no remote collar on him. He's just been trained, and he's learned that respect is everything. You know. And please don't go just doing stuff like this, because you know every dog is different. You know, I know the dogs that I trust and I know the dogs I don't trust, and this dog I trust him completely. You know, so this is Dad. This is Dad. It'd be so. I just want to know what this eagle, what he's going to turn out like. Because his dad is just getting more and more beautiful every day. This is just so lovely to watch this, you know. It is really nice to be able to watch them. Look at you. Look at that. Beautiful. He's so gentle. Great stud dog. This dog is very important in dispelling the terrible myths about these. Well, I wouldn't say they're myths, because there is some truth in the concern. However, there's also some truth in the fact that they're not those type of dogs. And the work that I do is to show that. It's just a shame that things are coming to a halt. I would just like to sort of, you can't milk him. That's your dad, you sicko. This dog now is going to Norway, to Lorang. He's got Igor now. This guy's been my most loyal fan. You know, if I advise him on something, he'll buy it. You know, and he responded to my last video clip. In fact, all puppies are gone, so I'd like to thank everybody. You know, for their response, and they didn't call me trying to discount. You know, they respected the work that was done. So that's brilliant. Lorang, man, I know that there was that crazy shooting in Norway, brother. Really sorry about that. Your puppy will be with you next week. And yeah, say hi to your parents. I think it's very sweet that they supported you. You've done the right thing in getting the dog. I still regret it. I still regret it. And I mean, even this boy is turning out absolutely beautiful. You know, absolutely beautiful. And that bitch, she's gone to a guy called Hassan. Beautiful dog. Hello. Look at this bitch. She just continues to do well. Very balanced, no problem. Hassan, nice meeting you today, by the way, buddy. And thank you for your support. Those are true fans, man. Those are true fans. Lorang, man, big up. And keep your chin up, man. There are a lot of nutters in the world. You know, this is the breed standard. We're looking at 7.5-week-old puppies. And you look at the tail carriage. You look at the head profile. You know, everything is so symmetrical. It's not overly exaggerated. There's not an exaggerated front, an exaggerated back end. Perfect. Perfect. Look at how that bitch trots. You know, great movement. 7.5 weeks old. You know, so congratulations to those that have bought pups. Thank you very, very, very much. It's nice to have homes, you know, for the whole litter before they're 8 weeks old. So that's nice. That dog is just mental beautiful. Igor. Igor. This boy is also turning out to be something nice. Well, Igor has been the best puppy I've ever bred from any litter. Seven and a half weeks old. All pups now sold.